Hello. We are ready for our January makeup or breakup readings. Thank you so much for joining us again. Just a couple of announcements before we get started. Number one, remember that these messages can flip-flop, so it can relate to you or your partner. Number two, remember there's no time limit with these messages. It could have happened 3 months ago, 3 days ago. It could happen sometime in the near future. So be mindful of that. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at LotusLoveTarot555. And if you are interested in any private readings, the email address can be found below at LotusLoveTarot555@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for joining us, and don't forget, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Now into your reading. Hello, my Aquarius. Let's get right into your reading for makeup or breakup for January 2019. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius if they should make up or break up? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019 if they should make up or break up? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius if they should make up or break up? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, the Universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius if they should make up or break up? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universe, what are the messages that need to go forward for the sign of Aquarius? January 2019, should they make up or break up? Okay, my Aquarius. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019 if they should make up or break up? What are the messages for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019? Ooh, okay. That one flipped out. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019 if they should make up or break up for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019? What are the messages that, okay. Well, Aquarius, you're not messing around today. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages that need to go forth for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019? Should they make up or break up? Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what are the messages for the sign of Aquarius for January 2019? Okay, that one was determined to come out. That one, well, your message is very, very clear and to the point. Let's go ahead and get your plan. Holy Spirit, let me fix this. There you go. All right. Divine Creator of the Universe, what is the plan on how Aquarius needs to move forward for January 2019, whether they should make up or break up? Aquarius, I think you all had the least amount of cards, but the clearest and most concise message so far. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what is the plan for making up or breaking up for the sign of Aquarius for January? Okay. January 2019. Oh, okay. All right, let me fix these up for you, Aquarius, and we'll be right back. Okay, my Aquarius, got them all set up nice and neatly for you. Let's get right into your reading. It says, this is your first card out, which was chemistry. So there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So there is a strong chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction in your relationship. There's definitely chemistry. You all are definitely attracted to one another. But there's deception that has taken place. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And generally, it's always the ones that you're really, really attracted to, you know. And even look at her face right here. Even though they're attracted to one another, she still has a look on her face that of not looking so happy. She's there and they're attracted to one another, but it's not a look of happiness. Because there's deception. And I've never noticed that on that card before, because there's deception that's taking place. But it says, ask Archangel Michael to help you with this situation. So you need to pray. You need to go within, because this situation is very, very painful, because I believe you know already what's going on. And it says you need to simplify your life. Eliminate clutter from your home and work life to balance the flow of activities. So when they talk about clutter in a home, you know, sometimes you can have a whole lot of things around and it can begin to disturb your mind, being able to think. But I'm looking at clutter in the sense of what this person has done to your mind. They've cluttered your mind, you know, with this deception, because you've been trying to figure it out and you really have known all the time. And now the Spirit, God is telling you, just pray. Pray so we can simplify your life. We can remove all this clutter from your mindset. And then trust that everything is going to work out. You have to trust. You have to trust that it is going to work out. It doesn't mean you're going to be together, but you have to trust that the situation is going to work out for your good. So now let's look at the cards that were pulled for you. You got the Four of Wands in reverse, Temperance, Queen of Cups, Ten of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Six of Wands in reverse. All right, so looking at this, the Four of Wands in reverse, this is someone who feels like they don't have support, okay? And we can understand why you would be in that mindset of not having support, because somebody's been wearing a false mask. And this is coupled with somebody who has tried to have patience with this situation. They have tried to have patience. They have tried to have compassion. Okay, they've tried to have patience and compassion in a situation. But the Ten of Swords, it means that you're trying to come out of this state now. You know, this way it means that you had just had enough, and now you're trying to come out. You're trying to come out. You're trying to you're trying to understand that yes, you're at the end of the road, but you're trying to make an effort to come out. And then your overarching energy is a person who's felt like they haven't even been recognized in this union, in this relationship. You have not even been recognized, okay? Because somebody's been wearing a false mask. And what's been confusing for you is that y'all have chemistry. So once you're together and you know that there's an attraction there, you feel like somebody's not even recognizing you, though, even though you see that there's an attraction there, because they're being deceptive, okay? And this is why you have to go within to ask God to lead and guide you through this situation and simplifying your life from this, okay? And trust that it is going to work out. Let's just see what's happening here. Look at that, because you have to release, okay? You have to release. You have to sacrifice, because you can manifest. You can manifest what you want if you trust, okay? If you trust. One thing I love about the Magician card, he pulls it down from heaven and brings it to earth. So you can manifest, and this is why they're saying, pray, pray. Bring it down from heaven and let me manifest it here on earth. But you have to trust and work this process of simplifying your life so you can't be deceived anymore. You can understand what's going on. Look at that. Okay, because of self-doubt. Self that you can't even make a call. Okay, because you have self-doubt. I'm just going to keep going to see, because look at there. The Two of Cups in reverse. Somebody, no unity. Okay? Broken commitment. Broken communication. Not even talking. But you want the truth to come out. You want the truth to come out. Because there's a loss of harmony. It's going to keep repeating itself at this point. There's a loss of harmony. But I'm going to go back here because truth. Trust that truth is going to prevail in this. Okay, my Aquarius, this was very, very clear. Even though you only had a small amount of cards, I think your message was more clear than anybody's. Don't forget to like or subscribe if this has resonated with you. Also, follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. Until we meet again, my loves. Bye-bye.